Hey, been a while. I was sitting around bored and realized I have some unedited footage of our trip from Japan and our time at home from Christmas, so why not, right? Yeah, check it out. So it begins. I am at the airport one day and 5 hours early for check-in for our flight leaving Okinawa and going back to the United States. And I'm the first person in line. Reason being, we had some friends that moved about 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks ago, something like that, and they said that every like 2 or 3 weeks or something like that, the planes that they send to fly out of here have first class seating, and first class seating is first come first serve, and I am gigantic and I don't fit on airplanes, so I figured I'd put my best foot forward and make a cup of coffee and come up here and wait. Got everything unloaded, all those bags. There's like 8 bags that are like 60 pounds each, plus the dog cage and everything. So, but Banjo here, he's here with me. He's a happy tail. And we're just gonna hang out and wait to do the thing. So we're gonna check in, and then this evening we're gonna go out to our favorite restaurant with some of our friends that we're gonna pretty much have our final hoorah and say goodbye to them. But after I do this check-in thing, I think I'm gonna go take a nap, and I'll catch up with you guys around then. All right, so had a slight change of plans. I tried to take a nap and I failed miserably. But Lacey took the kids over to our old neighborhood to go say goodbye to their friends, and they all came home with tears in their eyes, and it was really heartbreaking because the kids, they grew really close to our neighbors, and we grew close to them too. They're great kids, and we're definitely gonna miss all of them. Then we were gonna go to dinner with some other friends, but those plans kind of changed a little bit, and we ended up just going to dinner by ourselves. And but yeah, look at this, empty in here now. What are you doing?
What's up? I'm on Instagram.
Gramming. There's Banjo. There's his cage. Yeah, we're at kind of like zero hour right now, and we're gonna go here in a little bit and go say goodbye to some friends, the last batch of friends I think, and then tomorrow morning we have to be at the airport at around 6:30 or 7 in the morning for a 10 o'clock flight, which, hello military, thank you for that. And then we'll fly to Iwakuni, which is just outside of Hiroshima, and then we'll go to Yokota, which is just outside of Tokyo, and then we'll make the long jump over to Seattle, and then we're gonna spend the better part of the day, like maybe 12 hours or something like that, in a hotel, relaxing, getting ready for the next flight, which is a red eye going from Seattle to Houston, and then we're renting a van to drive to Shreveport, which is where we're at, and then we're gonna live in our empty house with our suitcases and our dog on some air mattresses that some people are loaning us for 2 nights, and then all of our household goods are gonna get delivered. So
it sounds so exhausting.
that's all the steps. Not exactly sure how I'm gonna record this, but we will see you probably on the plane, I would imagine.
I don't know. I mean, we vlog when we travel, and that's like a totally different thing than when you're moving with your livelihood and 8 suitcases and a dog in a kennel. Like, I don't know how well we'll be able to juggle that. Oh, and 2 kids.
And we're out of practice.
And and we're very out of practice with vlogging too, so it's like, I don't know, why not? We're crazy.
But to bring you up to speed, they did not have any first class seats on this. Like I told you before, I was really hoping that maybe we'd score some first class seats because I got there 3.5 hours before anybody else.
You just look like an idiot.
To include the employees. So yeah, I got there way early. It didn't pan out because apparently the plane that has the first class seats broke down. They had to do a tail swap, and now they're sending what the guy referred to as the cattle car. We were able to get in like the front row, so we get the bulkhead stuff, and I don't know. What is it Lacey calls it? I'm mummering, and I will see you. I'll see you later. Maybe when we're saying goodbye to our friends, which you guys have already met. So, mummer out.
What do you want? Are you taking a? Okay.
Do you want me to,
Alright, everybody lean in.
do you want it to be like an actual picture? 1, 2, 3.
Wait, you didn't say bye to Mr. Corey.
Oh my god!
Is it the estrogen?
Yeah.
Is that what's getting you? Is it the estrogen?
She needs to stop because it's contagious. It's making me sad.
What are you doing?
I'm allergic. Okay, now break.
Elbow. Banjo, bathroom.
You so happy.
Banjo, bathroom time. Come on.
Alright, so we're back at our hotel now, and man, this is, goodbyes suck. Like, I try to hold myself as a strong man, but I just hugged my good buddy Derek goodbye and got a little choked up, and hate saying goodbye to people. I always try to like use the cheesy line that's not goodbye, it's see you later, but it's, you don't know when, you know, nothing has a definitive amount of time to it, and you know, being in the military, make connections with people from different walks of life that you would never think you would, and you make real connections with them and great friends, and it's difficult. So definitely gonna look back on our time here in Okinawa and think of it fondly. So I'm gonna try to get the kids to bed, get them to wind down a little bit, make sure we got all of our ducks in a row, all of our I's crossed and our T's dotted, and then we'll see you guys at some point tomorrow.
By the way, what's a lobby?
What?
What's a lobby?
The lobby is like the entrance of the hotel. That's where we checked in at. Remember that? Let's go down there and I'll refresh your memory.
Yeah.
Hello, and we are back on US soil. We didn't really film it much because it was just chaos getting all the bags and banjo and everything. But we are officially no longer at Kadena. And now we're here in Seattle. We're waiting for a flight. We got in at like 8 o'clock in the morning. Took us a couple hours to get everything situated. And then we, but anyway, then we got checked in this hotel so we can kind of get rested up because we have to take a red-eye flight to Houston tonight and then drive up to Barksdale Air Force Base. Yeah, everything's cold, huh? You're not used to it. Yeah, America's a little cooler than Okinawa, so we're just kind of bumming around the hotel. I'm going to show Gibson around and then start making our way to the airport here in a little bit again.
Daddy, can I tell you something?
Sure can.
That all I want for Christmas is,
What?
all I want for Christmas is my one front teeth.
Yeah, which one? Oh, that's right. We haven't put that in the video yet. Look. Hold on. Focus. Little buddy lost his first tooth. Probably because all the sugar. Look at the chocolate on the side of your mouth. That's probably why it fell out, right? Dude, serious question. What did you think of the flight?
Worst.
What was wrong with it?
It was so long.
Very long, wasn't it?
The pool The pool, the water of the pool is purple.
Yeah, oh yeah, you can see it out there. Yeah. But it's too cold to swim in, I'm sure.
Yeah. I love warm water. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
I'm so sleepy. I feel like I got, huh?
That's so sleepy.
You're so sleepy now?
Yeah.
I slept all day. We got to the hotel and I was like, I'm tired, I'm gonna lie down. And I slept. And I slept some more. And I was still sleepy. And I feel like I should still be in bed. I'm exhausted.
How about ya?
Video games.
That's an interesting answer to a question of, are you tired? Or did you take a nap? And you say, video games. Doesn't make any sense. Oh, there he is. Hey, fella. And Banjo is just, he's not happy with us.
Yeah.
He's kind of been like this all day. Like, I'm not looking at you, I'm not happy. And I think it's about to happen again.
He has trust issues right now.
Yeah.
That's trusting machine.
Sorry, we're almost done. We're almost done. Did you see that? He jumped.
But one more plane ride.
Good. One more.
Some people don't say much. You're one of those people.
Oh, I didn't realize you were actually recording.
What else do you do with a camera when you stick it in someone's face? The answer to that is touche.
Why is this so hard?
So if you've watched our channel for any amount of time, you know that we travel often, but we always have something that happens that makes it harder or difficult or screws it up, which usually results in us spending a bunch of extra money and saying we'll never do that again. Well, today's adventure, we made it all the way from Japan to Seattle, no problems whatsoever. And then I went to go check Banjo in at the cargo port, terminal, whatever you call it, just cargo reception. And the receptacle of Cargogius.
Scientific name.
Yeah. Anyway, drop him off at cargo, and we're like halfway through the check-in process, and the girl that works there goes, he doesn't fit in his cage. And I was like, yes he does. He just flew over here from Japan in it. She said, no, our regulations state his head can't touch. I'm like, his head's not touching. He has a 3-inch pompadour. He has a 3-inch pompadour sitting on, at least he said he had a blowout. He had a 3-inch pompadour sitting on top of his head, and it's just a fluff ball. Anyway, long story short, after about 30-45 minutes of her trying to help me, they took him and they're taking him.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, Banjo won't be going with us.
That's the end of it.
I found a guy out front who just is real lonely, lives under a bridge, goes by the name of Hank. No, just kidding. But after like 45 minutes, the lady that works there was super nice. She was like, we'll take him. It'll be fine. So, long story short, we're on our way. But not without a little bit of stress, and every single time.
I think it's almost unheard of to travel and not have some sort of hiccup, especially when you're traveling internationally.
Well, but why is it that we have a hiccup every time?
Oh, it's because you're a bad luck piece.
Yeah,
It's
I
your
don't
fault.
have the best luck.
Yeah. But I think traveling's just hard, especially when you're traveling internationally.
With 2 kids.
And 8 suitcases.
And a dog
and
that has to go to a
and-
cargo department, and you have to take a cab there and back because,
Yeah.
and you don't have a cell phone because you're not really an American right now.
Yeah, you can't travel without a credit card
Or a cell phone.
or a fanny pack paying.
Hi.
Hi. What'd you do while I was getting Banjo checked in?
I was doing a painting game.
Oh, so your tablet. You could just keep it generalized and say tablet.
Drawing.
Is your name Simon?
Got your verse,
I don't know,
got
is
your
it?
eye, got your face.
Your face is healing smashingly since you smashed it.
I didn't know I smashed it.
What are you doing?
Can color by number.
What?
Can color by number.
Oh wow, you say more words than just know now, huh?
Told Corey he needs to get the camera out of Gibson's face until we can fix his Lloyd from Dumb and Dumber, his haircut, because his hair was like really long, like to his nose, and he wouldn't push his bangs out of the way, so he like kind of looked like Mo from the Three Stooges for a while.
Yeah, or Glenn Danzig.
Yeah. And so, or Glenn Danzig. And so I got a hold of Fisker scissors in the dark outside, and I cut his hair, and now he looks like Lloyd.
What do you mean in the
What's
dark?
his
Like
last name?
an ill-lit situation?
Yeah, outside under the street lights. I thought it was a good idea to use Fisker scissors and trim his hair. I feel like it's a rite of passage for every kid to have a mom haircut.
And he has his.
Yes. We've got to fix it.